art, we are going to be making a fun, colorful turkey. The materials you'll need will be a white piece of paper, a pencil for drawing, a Sharpie if you want to outline with, and crayons or markers for coloring. Go ahead, pause the video, grab your materials, and let's get ready. So to start with your turkey drawing, your paper is going to be vertical up and down. We are going to begin at the top of our paper, putting 4 fingers and making a dash in the middle. We're going to make a horizontal line that is the length from the tip of your finger to about your knuckle. This horizontal line is going to turn into a skinny rectangle that will be used for the part of the turkey's hat. From there, you can go straight up and straight up for your turkey's hat. I'm going to add a band on it and a buckle. Erasing a little bit of that band in there. And there will be my turkey's hat. The head of my turkey is going to come down kind of in a point so that you have his beak at the bottom. So following kind of the width of my hat or 4 fingers, making the dash, and I'm gonna bring it down about a finger to the knuckle and make a dash. So I know that this is how wide it will be, my 4 to 3 fingers, and I know it will be as long as my finger to my knuckle. From here, I'm gonna kind of bring it in to a point. And look, if it's not perfectly symmetrical, maybe your turkey is just looking over to the side. So this is going to be his beak, and I'm going to turn this V shape into what almost looks like a diamond. Do you see the diamond? Inside the diamond, I'm going to put 2 circles. And then above it, I am going to make the little gobbler that will be in red later. Now let's add some expression with those eyes. So I'm going to make 2 big circles for my turkey. And I'm going to have my circles touching. If you've been creating art with me, we've been making a lot of different types of eyes with a lot of different lessons. So you could always go back to maybe whatever your favorite eyes were. I'm going to keep it simple with 2 circles, the pupil inside, holding on to a little bit of white inside that pupil. Repeating on the other side. And this is going to be my fancy turkey, so I'm going to add some eyelashes. You don't have to. And I have my turkey's face. Now my turkey is going to have a neck that goes down the middle, and that's going to be the width of my finger. So putting my finger at the end of his beak, I'm going to make a line on the outside and a line on the outside. Bring that skinny neck up. And then, again, lining my finger up at the bottom of his beak, where my knuckle is, I'm gonna make a dot. And that's where it's gonna kind of be a circle. And I'm gonna kind of bring out his neck. And right here is gonna be a bow tie on his neck. So I have that circle, and I'm gonna make what almost looks like, shape is that? Almost like a heart. You could do it as a basic triangle. I know my kindergartners in class actually got to make bow ties, so they know how to make those shapes. And I'm going to make mine a polka dotted bow tie. You could leave yours solid. You could put little details on it. as creative as you want. And I'm gonna give my turkey a round body. So I'm gonna make sure that my hand is here, and I want it bigger than my hand. So I'm gonna kind of curve them out and curve them out. There's my turkey's body. Behind my turkey is gonna be the feathers. And so I want my feathers to kind of fan out. So I'm gonna start at the bottom, and I'm just gonna go about 3 fingers wide, because I'm gonna add some really cool lines and patterns inside those feathers. So I'm making the dashes outside the 3 fingers, and they're gonna be cropped, which means it's going beyond the paper and back down. I'm gonna have another one, 3 fingers apart, and it's gonna go up and over the paper and back in. Another one. This one I'm gonna get all of that feather in there. One more. Part of that is cropped or cut off the paper. I'm gonna repeat on the other side, starting at the bottom. 3 fingers wide, make a dash, make a dash, make that big feather that is cropped off of the paper or cut off of the paper and back. Okay, so now I have the feathers, and I'm gonna add some interesting designs with the feathers. You could do zigzag lines. So I'm gonna make a straight line and then add some zigzags separating the designs. And I want my feathers to be symmetrical. So what I did to this feather, I'm gonna repeat to this feather. You don't have to, you can have as much fun and get as creative as you want, making your feathers have lines and shapes and patterns. This one, I'm going to add these that are equally spaced out. Remember what's in front and what's behind. The body is in front, the feathers are behind. This one I'm gonna make big spirals, because we know that's my favorite line. Did you guys get all the detail on your feathers using lines and shapes and patterns? Now you get to color them. So it's up to you if you want to use a Sharpie. You can use a Sharpie to outline it. In one of my examples, I outlined my turkey in black Sharpie and then used crayons to color. In this example, I'm going to outline in markers and then color in with crayons. It's up to you. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you had fun creating your turkey with me. I can't wait to see what you create.